Genesis. Show my hardcore is.
What's up, freaks, beasts, and athletes? It's DC here with dclayborn.com, home of Genesis Strength and Conditioning. Today I want to tell you guys my favorite way to build muscle and strength as fast as possible at the same time. So if you've been following anything that, kind of any of the videos or the blog posts that I talk about whenever I talk about gaining strength, the number one thing that I talk about and recommend is you lift heavy and you lift big compound exercises. But what do you do when you're already doing that but still can't seem to get the results you want, both in terms of weight gain and putting on muscle and also, in terms of increasing strength? When that becomes an issue, I highly recommend that you start adding in drop sets. What is a drop set? A drop set is basically after you work up to your heaviest set that day, you rest and then you figure out a certain percentage and then you go at that percentage of that lift for as many reps as you can. So what are the best percentages that you want to work towards or use on that drop set? You can do it two different ways depending on what your goal is. If your goal is just pure strength, you don't really care about putting on a ton of size, but you really need to get stronger, then, the set that you want to work up to and the percentage you want to use at the end of your big compound lift is you want to take 90% of that final weight that you used on that set, of the weight you used on your final set, and you're going to perform that weight for max reps. So you shouldn't be getting something like 15 to 20 reps on that set either, because you're at 90%. So if you're working up to a heavy set of 5, a heavy set of 3, heavy set of 1, whatever it is that week for that lift, then you're going to take 90% of that, rest, and then get back in and try to do that weight as many times as possible. And it should be anywhere from, if you're working on 5s, it should be anywhere from 5 to 10 reps. If you worked up to a heavy 3, for example, you should be at 3 to 7 reps. And then if you're doing a heavy 1 or maxing out and want to do a drop set after that at 90%, then you would go anywhere from 1 to 5 reps at the very most. So what do you want to do if you're interested in building strength and putting on muscle in terms of drop set percentage? Using that drop set for that goal or for those goals, the drop set percentage you want to use is 85%. 85%, it really seems to hit both the strength gains and the hypertrophy gains. And so again, you'll work up to the heaviest weight and the rep scheme that you're supposed to be doing that day, and then you can approach it two different ways. Depending on your time and how you feel, you can either go 85% of that weight and go for max reps and then be done, depending on how what you have left in your workout. Or if the rest of your workout isn't that bad, you can go 85% of that heavy weight that you just hit on your last set, do that for max reps, and then again take 85% of the weight you just did and perform one more set of another drop set there for max reps. So let's say I worked up to 200 pounds on let's say I worked up to 200 pounds on a shoulder press and I want to do an 85% drop set. So 200 pounds, I did it for 1 rep. I'm going to find 85% of that. 85 times 2, 170. So 170 goes on the bar. I'm going to go 170 for as many reps as I can. And then depending on what I have to do the rest of my workout and how I feel, if I got quite a few reps and really want to focus on hypertrophy even more than strength, then I would take 85% of 170. Don't know what that is off the top of my head. Not that mathematically inclined. But I would take 85% of 170 and hit that for one more set for as many reps as possible. So by adding in drop sets, that is pretty much my favorite way that to make sure that you're getting not only the strength gains but also the muscle building and size gains that a lot of people are really going after without fully destroying your CNS and still allowing plenty of gas in the tank for the rest of your workout. If you have any questions, be sure to comment below. Hit that subscribe button. Check out the links. I got some free gifts for you guys. Now you guys know, and knowing's half the battle.
Genesis. Show my hardcore is, you know what I'm saying? Yo.